So the idea of this one is, if you're in an elevator and you're talking about your faith, whatever, somebody asks you, what is Unitarian Universalism? They don't know anything about the faith. What do you answer in as little time as it takes for the elevator to get to the next floor? So in 1 or 2 sentences.
I have 2 answers to this question. I have 2 elevator pitches, and I think all of us do. So one of them is, what information is this person looking for? And the other one is, what information do I want them to have? And I think often our elevator pitches default to the what information we want them to have, and what information they actually glean from that is that Unitarian Universalists are insufferable. So I try now to default to the information that they want to have. So I'm a hospital chaplain, and sometimes a patient or their family will ask, chaplain, what religion are you? And I'll say, I'm a Unitarian Universalist, but I serve everyone. It doesn't really matter, which is not technically true. It does matter very much to me, but it doesn't matter in that moment. And the way I live out and demonstrate Unitarian Universalism is by not answering with the insufferable theological answer. Sometimes a staff person, like a nurse or a doctor, will say, chaplain, what's Unitarian Universalism? And in that case, I give them the information they are looking for, which is, oh, it's a religion. And I know that we argue internally about that, but that's not what they're looking for, right? That nuanced debate. Oh, it's a religion. It's one of the smaller ones. We used to be Christian, but we kind of branched off from them a long time ago. But we do go to church on Sundays, and we have choirs and stuff, so you'd recognize that. But we don't believe Jesus is the Son of God, and we don't believe in hell. I mean, in fact, a lot of UUs don't really believe in God, but that's not what's important. We have a lot of emphasis on things like social justice because we really care about all people being free. So that's what we do. I feel like Emerson would roll over in his grave if he heard that. But does that do Unitarian Universalism justice? I don't know. If I'm at a bar and someone hears that I'm a UU and says, what's that? I will just say, oh, it's a religion, a little one. And they'll go back to their beer and they'll be fine with that, right? They don't want to know more. But if the situation is, I'm talking to an acquaintance and they say, oh, that's not like a real religion, right? Because you guys don't believe in God. That's not like a religion. At that point, I'm switching over from what they want to know to what I want them to know. And if we were in an elevator, we would not get off. It's closed door, and that's a very different answer. And in that case, we are going into theology, or we are talking at that point about how we are a radically Protestant post-Christian faith based in liberation. And yes, so those are the 2 answers. And I think both of them you can shorten or lengthen depending on context and what is called for.